Here's the thing. When I was 13 and a gangling yardbird in my father's pigsty, a dried turd's throw from the village of Yanovska in Ukraine's fertile steppe, where the czarist arseholes permitted the occasional Jew to farm the farm he actually owned, I would set aside a fistful of minutes after evening chores to have a conversation with my smug conscience, whom I identified as a he, because the voice in my mind's ear sounded suspiciously like the snarly rasp of my childhood nemesis, Leon Trotsky, the crippled classmate who broke his ankle kicking an extra point extra hard. The blood-spattered son of a bitch once attacked me with his wooden crutch when I refused to autograph the cast on his leg. My conscience, like Trotsky, was a dyed-in-the-wool contrarian. If I said night, you could count on him saying day. If I opined that, given my natal horoscope, I was destined to become famous, he'd snap, his lower lip curling in contempt, that I was born under a shooting star and would definitely become infamous. If I argued the merits of permanent revolution, a notion already vexing my acne-scarred adolescence, Trotsky's soundless laughter would tickle my ear as he claimed the only permanent things under the sun were the Russian Orthodox Church and Jew-baiting and masturbation. That and the Grim Reaper death. If I boasted of earning a second in the Realschule Gymnasium in Odessa, I could hear his scornful snort in my ear. Considering the competition, Bronshtein, you should have waltzed into a first. When I reminded him that I didn't know how to waltz, he'd retort with a manic laugh. Get a life, Bronshtein. Learn to dance. I never did learn to dance. On this particular Saturday morning, the 13th day of January, in the third year of the Great War, 1917, as the coal-powered rust bucket of a tramp steamer Montserrat, 17 days out of Barcelona, slowed to pick up the harbor pilot, and then slipped past the Trojan horse the wily French offered to a naive America. I'm talking about the colossal statue of a female of the species, misnamed Lady Liberty. I made the mistake of boasting I'd escaped from the Tsar's Siberian prisons not once, but twice. The second time across 1,000 miles of frozen tundra on a luge drawn by reindeer,